Okay, guys. Hopefully you can see all the cards. If you can't, I'm just gonna gently move them down so you can see everything. I don't think I can even see it myself in the camera. Okay. Alright, so your underlying energy here is the Hermit. So for a lot of you guys, there could be a bit of detaching from the world. And that's not a bad thing, because sometimes you need to kind of unplug and look at yourself, look within yourself, retreat. For a lot of you guys, I feel like this is the time for you guys to look for inner answers, look for not necessarily inner strength, but there's something in regards to clarity that you need within yourself, because you see that candle he's taking with him, and we just had the sun come out. So I feel like that clarity that we saw earlier is talking about what needs to be seen, what clarity you need to have within yourself, within your heart. And usually you guys, so for a lot of you Aquarians that already do the inner work, but I feel like it's something about looking in with a closer eye, with a little bit more, detail. For some of you guys, this is Virgo energy here too, so there could be a Virgo around you at this time as well. Now underneath that you have the Tower. So the reason why you may need to withdraw for a while is because of some unexpected changes, some unexpected events may have occurred. Let's see what's going on with that. Because of an offer or something that you were focusing on and you didn't expect something else, right? You didn't expect another cup here. So you were focusing on 3 cups. Potentially you're like, okay, this is this. I know it's real. And you're kind of sitting there apathetic, like, ooh, okay, there's nothing else I can do about this. But then all of a sudden, bam, the Tower comes in. So I think it's because of all that you're having to retrospect. You have to take time to look within yourself. It's very interesting. Now, for your current state of being Aquarius, darlings, okay, you guys have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you guys either have been giving with, graciously, or you guys hopefully are receiving with gratitude. For a lot of you guys, you may be receiving a lot. For a lot of you guys, you may be giving a lot. Now, this is all about the balance of give and take, right? So there is a need to maintain balance, a good proper balance, making sure that you're getting exactly, not exactly, but you're getting what you are putting out, okay? And not, of course, coming from a place of intention to always gain something from someone from giving, or, intention of gaining something, or always expected to give something after getting. Always have the intent in the right place, I feel. Things will be pretty much all set. But most importantly, I feel like you're trying to gauge balance between your life and your work life, I feel. Because Pentacles and everything. So for a lot of you guys, that give and take has a lot to do with yourself as well. Like, just straight up with yourself. It could be with individuals and other people, right? Giving your time and your energy, because you guys are considered the humanitarians of the zodiac. So you guys could be giving to charities, doing some help, do some work, and really putting your time and effort in other places. Are you giving time and effort to yourself? Are you loving on yourself? Are you giving yourself that time and space to retreat, like you're doing here, like the Hermit is coming up here as your underlying energy? Now, the confidence cards are coming up. So the Hermit is one of them, and here you are in the goal with the Queen of Wands. This is talking about, confidence in itself too. Confident in your ability to manifest, confident in your ability to execute certain things. Feel very not necessarily confident, but feel like very empowered in your energies, in the right right vibration to manifest. Got tongue tied there for some weird reason. Interesting. So it could be going on with spirits, but I do get the sense here, guys, that with not the high priestess. Is the high priestess in here? She is. Okay, because I'm like, why did I say that? Okay. Anyway, now considering with the Queen of Wands and your goal, I feel like you guys want to feel more empowered. I think you guys want the energy to pretty much flow through you in a sense. And I know I don't really typically read the Queen of Wands that way, but I'm getting the sense that you guys just want to, just to kind of have the control that you want in the relationship or in your situation. feel pretty much empowered in yourself. Hence the reason why, this whole reading is about the Hermit. But the thing that's keeping you from feeling that empowerment that the Queen of Wands can provide is because of a possible strong connection. Perhaps there's something in regards to an offer that probably some unexpected event happened in regards to something that you may not have seen coming, and now you're having to deal with some sort of connection that you have with an individual. Okay, and this Lovers is here because of the Ace of Swords. So it's like the Lovers, the reason why this connection is here is because of some sort of intel, some sort of information, some sort of communication on your part. Speaking of a victory as well, and I don't know if this, it's weird. It's like, it's kind of like smack dab right in the middle, and you're like, I don't know what the hell to do with this. All right then. So for a lot of you, the guys, typically I wouldn't read this as news, but I feel like this is a new perspective, new ideas, a new way of thinking, and potentially a new way of communicating between the connection that you have here. Now, I feel like you guys may be retreating on this whole situation about taking a step back and looking within yourself, finding answers to stuff. This has a lot to do with a connection that you guys are that's currently existing, or perhaps news of a relationship possibly coming your way, right there. But usually this isn't about somebody coming in. This is not a predictive read, but this could be like, for those of you that have no one in your life at the time, this could be that somebody new could be coming in, right? And you guys could be having new ideas about love in general. I get the feeling this is mostly, for a lot of you guys, a pre-existing connection. Okay. Now, how to overcome this situation so you can be the Queen of Wands, back to your confidence, back to, being creative and, letting your passion flow through you, taking action and, taking charge of your life. I feel like it's all about balance here. Now, the Chariot was right next to the Six of Pentacles here in your current state of being. So it really was already talking about balance in the first place. But the balance here really necessary for the Chariot is about keeping the momentum going. You have victories. You have 2 victory cards, and you have 2 confidence cards. That's very interesting. So I do get this feeling that with the Chariot, it's saying that as long as you keep a good balance with yourself and with your responsibilities, as long as you are maintaining a structured flow, I feel like things will be all right. It's going to require a lot of effort, though. I feel like the effort is going to definitely require you the balance is going to require a lot of effort from you, to best say. Okay. So yeah, I feel like with the Chariot here, with the Lovers, there is this kind of, this flow that you have to give yourself. You got, patience as well, love, care, pampering, making sure that you're set, because this connection is pretty darn huge. When it comes up as the Lovers here, and you got, major arcana the rest of the way through, honestly, you really want to kind of make sure that you're in the right mindset and your vibration is in the right frequency, because honestly, with all this major arcana stuff, look at this. The Hermit is your underlying energy. Underneath that, you have another major arcana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 major arcanas in this entire reading. So you really want to just kind of keep the flow going, because there's some really big stuff happening in your love life, and I don't think you are able to see it. Hence the reason why you have the High Priestess in your feelings. Usually typically I'll be like, okay, you guys are relying on your instincts, you're going in this. Yeah, you're relying on your instincts, because I don't think you guys can see it per se. And usually the Higher Priestess would be like, okay, well, you may not see something, but your intuition is definitely kicking you off. It's letting you know, it's giving you signs, and that could definitely be the case. But a lot of you guys, you just don't see it at all. Your emotions, you don't see how it's possible. You don't see how this connection could even manifest itself. And I feel like emotionally, you're just trying to, go with the flow, trying to, be open to it. But at the same time, you're also trying to listen to your, to your intuition with everything, because this whole situation is coming at you in all kinds of sides, and you don't know what's going on. Honestly, I wouldn't know what's going on either, right? So it's like totally not to blame. It's totally understandable. So I feel like with the High Priestess, it's not that you you're keeping secrets, or secret emotions. It could be maybe there's some unknown stuff in your emotions, and that's why you're looking into it. Something deep down and hidden about how you feel about something that's holding you back a little bit. Which could be the case as well for some of you guys. But I feel like most importantly is like, there's something about, like, in your intuition, you have this feeling of something. There's something that's undeniable that's happening, and you just don't know. You can't put your finger on it right now. You're just gonna have to go with the flow with it. And with your hopes and fears, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and understandably, that knowing that you're a fixed sign just as much as you're open-minded, there's still change, and everybody and anyone, even if they're not fixed signs, would not really like the change. They want change, but they don't like the change. Okay, so that's understandable. Now, this kind of change here is usually one that's a cycle recycling itself. So, like, that's why I said before, this relationship, I feel really strongly this is pre-existing, because you have the Wheel of Fortune coming up. Now, what your hopes and fears is like, you don't know if you're going to get a second chance with someone individual, or another cycle repeating itself. Well, I feel like for a lot of you guys that the Wheel of Fortune could be indicating that there could be some second chance going on here, and that's why you can't see it happening, because this is possibly a relationship that was put aside a long time ago, but you're emotionally stuck in the past, and something just like rattled the cage a little bit with that Tower. So I really feel like it has a lot to do with some emotional, something that made you feel like you were stuck for a very long time, and all of a sudden there's a little shift in everything that kind of breaks the blocks a little bit, and now you're kind of like having to look within, because you're not sure what the signs are. You're not sure what they mean. Now, in your outcome, you have the Emperor, and the Emperor is very interesting here, and I feel like this is really saying that you take control of your life, because the the Queen of Wands is right next to Emperor, where your goal is, in your outcome. So you practically become the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands. By the end of this, as long as you maintain balance. The thing here is you could be interacting with an Aries one. This is someone that has a significant age difference, okay? And I feel like this person, if this is another person, if that's not you, this could very well be you taking control of your life, being very stubborn, kind of not really budging very much, and considering that there's a lot of stuff that's happening, especially potentially in the change area, you're probably going to kind of dig your heels a little bit. So I definitely can see that. But if this is another individual, they do have a significant age difference. They're pretty stubborn as well. It's just as stubborn as you can be, Aquarius. And I feel like they have an agenda. Not a bad one, because I'm not getting any negative vibes from the Emperor, but I am getting a sense that he's got an idea and he's got a plan. He or she has got a plan in regards to what they want, because the Queen of Wands knows what they want. They know what they want. And it's very interesting, guys. I want you to watch watch Capricorn, because Capricorn, as their advice, had the King of Wands in their advice, and you guys have the Queen of Wands in your goal, okay? And I was just telling them in that reading as well, because they had the Devil, and they had a Devil and the Lovers. So the Lovers was the underlying energy, and then the Devil. So you guys have some of the cards, except there's no Devil in here. I was saying that it's a very karmic situation. I can't really say exactly if it's twin flame or not, because I need more cards to identify that, because I didn't see what, I couldn't see if it was truly twin flame or not, because it's a broad reading as well, so I can't really get too specific. They had the Queen of Wands in their reading with the Lovers. That is already telling me something's going on twin flame wise. For those of you that are in twin flame relationships and you guys know it, because you guys would know it, there's something going on. All right, let me go ahead and pull you guys your Wisdom of the Oracle here. Whew, I don't trust that one. I just messed up and I just started. Okay. What does Aquarius need to know additional from the reading? What does Aquarius need to know additional from this reading? What does Aquarius need to know additional from this reading? You guys have Thinker. And that's 44. Y'all, alright, this is really starting to get a little suspicious, because, like I was saying, this looks like a twin flame relationship sort of deal. Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles rather, Queen of Wands. Interesting what's going on. It's not showing up real twin flame flags, but there's two that I looked at here that really indicate twin flame, kind of anything close to it that it does raise a little red flag for me, and especially when it came up in Capricorn's reading, and you guys have been having some karmic stuff happening to the both of you guys anyway between you two, romantically. That's why I had to say something, because it's just like, no, that's too weird. But there's no real signs in here, guys, that actually indicate a twin flame relationship other than the Lovers and the Queen of Wands. I see those two, and they are significant to me, but I need a little bit more information to be able to determine what cards, to be able to determine if it's a a seriously strong karmic relationship. All I can say right now is this is a relationship from the past. That's what I can feel. Now, for a lot of you guys have love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Now, this is from the Whispers of Love for the week. Okay. Very beautiful card. Now, that's very interesting. You may be trying to figure out in what universe did your ex come back with love. I know it's a hard one, especially if it's been a while for a lot of you guys out there that's been kind of really looking to reconnect with people, or reconnect with someone in a loving manner, or reconnect with anybody, or connect with anybody, for Christ's likes, right? You're just trying to be with people, or be yourself, and feel good in your own skin. And the love is everywhere. When you guys give with love. Some of you guys can give with love. Some of you guys, there's not, like, just the same as Libras, there's not a lot of good apples in every tree, right? There's some people that fall through, the cracks. But that doesn't mean that, the other ones that are not looked over, right? So I feel like giving with good intention here is good. And make sure you're receiving with gratitude as well, is good as well. Receive with gratitude for those of you that give so much. And then you guys can be somewhere about that too. So be very, be very open-minded with that, guys. You guys are anyway. So I don't need to tell you that. But be open-minded, not just because of receiving. Be open-minded in regards to love, because love is your obstacle now. And when you give with love, something else here is opening up. And it's going to require you to do that very thing. I think that's why you're looking with them. And that's why your emotions are sort of like hidden a little bit, because you honestly don't know where this is even going.